Alright, so here's a complete breakdown of the interior. Extracted from this thing, this is what you should expect most cars that you purchase to look like when it comes to sound treatment. So you can see some of this rubber here that they put on, that is to sound treat a lot of these open runs of sheet metal. You can see just really no rhyme, no reason, just random patches of this very thin sound treatment material, just in random spots, again, used very sparingly to help reduce the resonance and noise of this thin sheet metal, because it is very, very thin. I can almost push down on that and you can see the panel move there. That's how thin this material is, so you can understand how much noise is really radiated through the car. So when we sound treat this, we completely cover all of this. I like to do, for the best route, I like to do all hush mat, which is your thinner foil material that can conform to a lot of the curvatures that you see here. Also, I would like to go over top of that with the Sound Shield acoustic treatment. So basically that's the thicker foam treatment that will really, really, really quiet down this entire car. This is what the inside looks like. Again, floorboard, you have those just small pieces run on the floor there for the sound treatment. This is showing you more of a breakdown of the interior. Of course, we really don't have a headliner because it is mostly glass in the Tesla, but we'll sound treat like that beam up there. We'll sound treat fully the floors, the door. We'll take off that plastic insert and do the inside of the door skin. So essentially we're going to be covering this piece here. We're going to be covering the inside of the door panel, all around the top, around the speaker, and then on the door panel itself. While all of these different panels are removed, we're going to sound treat behind all the plastic panels to really add some mass to the thin plastic panels that you can find in the interior. So again, this is what it looks like when you remove the carpet and everything from the car. This is generally more than you kind of see on most vehicles when it comes to the sound treatment, but again, no rhyme, no reason. They just kind of put it sparingly throughout the vehicle. We are going to greatly improve all of this, and we'll show you the steps right now. All right, so applying the first layer of hush mat here, you can kind of see the floor, and maybe you can see it. When I push on this, you can see the floor physically moving up and down. Look at that. Look at how much movement there is there. So by doing this, we're going to make this floor a lot more rigid, to where we're adding mass to this, so we're not going to get that noise amplifying through this thin sheet metal, and it's really going to make everything sound a lot quieter from a outside noise perspective. And then also another thing I like about hush mat is, I don't know what they do, but it's different on the top of the foil to where you don't get cuts. It doesn't break sharp. So a lot of times you do this with gloves if you're using different types of sound treatment, but with this you can pretty much do without gloves on. You don't really have to worry about getting cuts because of how they manufacture the top of the foil. Alright, so here's a breakdown of the first layer of sound treatment. As you can tell, drastically different from what you saw from the OEM. We have the full floor completely layered in hush mat. Really every inch of it. Took out all the vents and moved the wiring harnesses and got 100% coverage of the floor here, which then will add our second layer and use that acoustic foam sound shield. But if you look, we got in the back here around the back of the seat, really every part that we could do. Obviously leave room for the clips to clip back down with the carpet, and the side panels did as much as we could on that bar there on the headliner. Same thing with the front A pillars, B pillars. We'll do the doors here shortly, but this just gives you an idea of what the full floor looks like behind the scenes, underneath all the carpet. So the hush mat, a much thinner material, is able to really contour to those ridges that you see into the floor to get really full coverage, whereas this is going to be a little bit thicker. It's better for longer runs. It can still conform to bends and things of that nature, but for me, I use this more on longer runs and behind physical plastic panels. So this comes in one long continuous roll, which each roll is in a separate little tube. One of these we generally say does a door, but obviously in this case where we're doing the floor, it'll probably take 3, maybe 4 to do the whole floor of the car. All right, so here's a brief look at the trunk fully sound treated in the hush mat. This is the layer 1 that we put down. Basically everything covered here. Still have to cut out that grid there. We sound treated around it, but that grid there is going to be cut out, and that's going to be our pass-through, which will be vented from the sealed trunk into the cabin to relieve some of that pressure from the subwoofer. All right, so this is showing pretty much the final version of the sound treatment. So as you saw in the previous video, we had the hush mat on the first layer. This is the Sound Shield acoustic mat on the second layer. And again, this is much different from what you saw there before. We got the side panels. This is looking back at the seats folded down. We're gonna do the rest of that there in hush mat to make it look like this. So let's get to it. We have cut the opening here that I showed you in the previous video. This is gonna be our pass-through for the air to move through from the sealed trunk into the cabin of the car. We have the grill on that back deck there that is going to allow that air to come through. And again, it's fully sound treated here with the hush mat. And the underside is also fully sound treated as well. We'll end up putting some carpet here and wrapping the top because it didn't come with any kind of carpeted cover. So we will physically upholster this with trunk liner to give that a finished look, and then the trunk that we build will ultimately have the rest of the panels there to make everything seamless. This space here, this is where I'm focusing on doing my auxiliary batteries, the battery isolator, the power distribution, the fusing, all that kind of stuff right here, where you'll be able to remove part of the floor and get to those necessary things. Thinking the amps are going to go right there on an amp rack, and then the subwoofer enclosure is going to hover over top of the amp rack. So got some cool ideas in my head, and now it's just time to execute that. So in the next video, we're going to be focusing on the wiring of the vehicle. Now that we have all the interior out, we are going to route our speaker wire up to the necessary amps to grab our signal, and at the same time we're going to run our wiring for our laser diffusers, for our radar receivers, and do all that before we put the interior back into place. That way we can navigate all the wires in a very clean OEM way that follows the factory wiring. So check us out on that next episode, and I'll see you next time.
Until next time, peace.